Hey everybody, it's Fancy. Welcome to my channel and thanks so much for coming for day 12 of 31 Days of Halloween. That's where I come to you every single day during the month of October with some Halloween content. Today we're going to do a little get ready with me I'm getting ready for a couple of things. One, to hopefully film a little bit of other content just to have a little bit of kind of pre-film videos. It's been a bit of an issue I'm trying like a new audio thing. I have a separate microphone going, so getting that all set up's been a little bit of a struggle, but so I don't know, I'm gonna at least try to get one more like kind of just chatty video in after this, and then also I have to continue the saga of the messed up sewing machine. I'm gonna go back to the Holy Land Hobby Lobby and return that. It was like, I'm digging around for the receipt this morning. I couldn't find it. It was in my driveway, wet, but it's there, and so it's sitting out drying. So I got to take that back, pick up the kids from school, all that this afternoon. So we'll see how things go. It's a little later in the day than I wanted to get ready. We had a little snafu this morning, but it is what it is. I'm here, I'm filming, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So for kind of the past year or so, I've been trying sort of the no foundation makeup, and like I still like that, especially like the past couple of days that I've filmed, I haven't been wearing foundation, but I also, on the other couple of times that I've filmed wearing foundation, I've been using the ABH Luminous, and I found that I actually really enjoy how my skin has been looking when I wear it. I think just with a combination of like the skincare that I've been using and like being more like diligent about like putting on my daily moisturizer and you know, all of that stuff, it's just like it sits really nicely on my skin lately, and I'm really happy about that. Don't kill the magic, Fancy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no foundation makeup versus foundation makeup. Like it just, you know, sometimes you don't want to do the whole shebang, and then sometimes you really do. So it just depends. I have like hereditary dark circles. I try to cover them with different things. They don't always. Sometimes they're just like, we are hanging out and being our proud selves today. And I feel like that's what's happened. Figured today I'm not going like full on Halloween, but I am going to go kind of a little bit over the top. This shirt I got at some Hot Topic last year. They sold it like this. They sold it with my name on it. So I just bought it because I was like, oh my god. I was like, maybe today we could do sort of like a little unicorn baseball team, like glittery pastel something. The next thing I kind of wanted to talk about today in my little plan was why, like, while I love Halloween and I love sort of like spooky season, I really don't like horror movies or anything super scary. I'm more of like what they call like a Halloweenie, which basically is like I'm just like a big like baby. I have a very distinct memory of, as a child, my parents being in the living room watching Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. And it was the scene where Freddy comes out and like he's like in like a long like brick sort of hallway. It's really shadowed, and like his hand comes up and you see his knife fingers, and like I was like really little. It freaked me out. I ran into my bedroom. So like I'm just kind of a baby. In like middle school, my friends and I would watch like all those horror movies that were coming out at the time, like Pumpkinhead, Friday the 13th, Halloween, the different like sequels of it. I feel like high school is when like the Scream franchise started coming out. And then early college, there were a few movies that I saw in college. One being Saw, the first Saw, and that I was like, never, no more of these ever again. That's one of the turning point movies for me, was Saw. And the other was in 2000. I was right out of high school. I had never lived away from home before. Like I was living in the dorms with my high school, really, really close friend from high school. And she wanted to go see The Exorcist, the re-release, re-digitized, whatever film version of The Exorcist. I had never seen The Exorcist before. I'd heard of it, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. Okay. So we go to the movies. We go to the movies to go see The Exorcist, and I cannot express to you how unprepared I was for this movie. I wasn't raised in a super religious household, but something about that movie just really scared the ever-loving crap out of me. The voice that they put on, the makeup stuff that they did to that little girl, it wasn't so much the like over-the-top stuff like the spitting pea soup and all that. Like, that wasn't the stuff that like scared me. It was the like more subtle, super creepy things that would happen in that movie. I remember one thing that really still sticks with me to this day was when like the priest is interviewing Reagan, and she's been showing signs of possession for a bit, and she's pretty like deep in it at this point. I mean, she's not been restrained at this point, but she like shoots open a dresser drawer, and he goes, "Do that again," and she goes, "In time," in this like just creepy voice. I'm telling you, the voice that they, like, whoever did the voice acting and did all those sounds really took their job seriously. We watch the whole film, the whole horrifying film of The Exorcist, and then it's time to go home. We lived on campus and parking on campus at this point. I went to Florida State. I don't know what parking is like there now, but parking 20 years ago was horrendous. So we had to park far from our dorm, and it's super late at night. We went to the midnight showing, so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, okay? My friends saw and thought it was hilarious that I was so horrified by this film, and like I was really freaked out. Like I wasn't just like a little bit scared. Like I was just tweaked from this movie. We had to park kind of in this like tree covered area and then walk over to our dorm, which it was not a far walk, but like I was freaking out. Can't talk while I do my brows. I'm gonna do my brows real quick off camera, and then I'm going to come back and finish this. Kind of looks like I was attacked by the ghost of Joan Crawford, but we're moving on from there. So we're walking through the woods, and my friends think it's just like the height of hysterical to like mess with me, like woo, like, you know, just do like jump scare crap basically. Go back to the dorm. We get back to the dorm. My friends have been scaring me, and my roommate is like, all right, I'm gonna go stay with my boyfriend. And so she leaves me petrified at like 3 in the morning in the dark at my dorm. At our dorm. Ooh, that's kind of fun. So I'm there in my dorm room thinking just all of these horrible things are about to happen to me. And so I was just like, okay, well, we have a bunch of DVDs. Let me just put on like a funny movie. So I put on Liar Liar with Jim Carrey in it, right? When I tell you I watched that movie every single night with the lights on all night, because my roommate would go stay with her boyfriend constantly. I was always alone in our dorm. I would watch that movie every single night to go to sleep. Like, I wouldn't like watch it, but I would like have to have it on every single solitary night for 3 months. Like, I was that traumatized from watching The Exorcist, and pretty much since then, I have just blanket, no, I'm not going to watch a horror movie. I'm not going to watch anything that's like really scary. I can't take it. And that was like 20 years ago or so, and I really have not since then watched any horror movies. So what about you? Do you watch scary movies? Or are you a big weenie like me? So I've been kind of talking with the fam about what we're going to do for trick-or-treating this year and how we're going to handle that, because with COVID and everything, it's been kind of like difficult to plan. We have a golf cart that is... She's been through some things, and so I wanted to sort of like do some sort of like over decoration on it, like kind of spook it up, maybe use some cardboard to make like a fake body, you know what I mean, on it, something like that, like just to sort of like make it like this, because the walking, for one thing, walking trick, I know I sound like just a lazy ass, but like it's a lot of walking, and like the neighborhood that we live in is like the houses are really far apart. And, you know, it's like, it's really exhausting, and my kids are still kind of young. So it's fun to have like a vehicle of some sort, but not get in and out of our car. So I just wanted to kind of like zhuzh up our golf cart. That's kind of an idea that I have of thinking about taking a couple of days and working on that and having that kind of be some of the content here for 31 Days of Halloween. Also because I'm not like totally out of ideas, but I'm, you know, I want to be a little bit more creative than I have been. It's just been difficult because I didn't properly plan this at all. I'm just kind of like going totally off by the seat of my pants pretty much every single day. All right, so here's the finished eye look. I took a little bit of time, did the lower lash line, did some mascara. I was considering doing some false lashes today, but I can tell my eyes are not going to cooperate with that, with the glue and everything, so we're just going to let that go. I just want to kind of finish up here with a little bit of like loose glitter for a highlight. I'm not going to go too crazy. I have this Midas Cosmetics Trace Leches from the Pastel collection. I bought the whole collection. I was kind of considering using it, but time's gotten away from me today, so I'm just going to focus on this sort of iridescent, and I'm just going to kind of like put it over my face highlight, and then that should really complete the whole little like unicorn fantasy situation that we have going here. I love this company, Midas. I've tried a lot of their stuff, and their glitters, they have just such fun little mixes. I'm trying to get a good amount of like the thin, see how it's got like the really fine, and then it's also got the chunks. It's got little stars. I always go a little overboard, but I love it so much. It's so cute. Just some of the cutest stuff. There we go. We got some stars in there. They're very affordable, and they have lots of different things. They have eyeshadows. They have like, they just came out with some sculpting bronzing collections that are, you know, suitable for multiple skin tones. They're just a really good company. I like them, and I love like the glitter collections that they have are just so fun. I think I'm gonna try, just for funsies, this little kind of mint pastel on the inner corner. Mint Myth from Stila. I'm just gonna dab it right there, the tip of my pinky. Ugh. Oh, there we go. That's fun. I love it. There we go. I'm gonna throw in some lip something and then come back for our narcissistic montage. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for me today for this Get Ready With Me for day 12 of 31 Days of Halloween. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye! Mwah. Bye guys.